Film Pulse is supported by the kind donations from listeners like you. Please consider subscribing to our Patreon at patreon.com/filmpulse for just $1 a month and help keep the podcast on the air. Thank you so much and enjoy the show. This is Ryan Watches a Movie, where we get our friend Ryan to watch a movie and tell us what he thought.
Going balls out in the lumberyard.
Watching the Grunion Pro Magi. If you're listening to this, don't even waste your time.
Hello and welcome to Ryan Watches a Movie. This is episode number 259. My name's Adam Patterson. We're joined today by Mr. Kevin Rakestraw. How are you?
Pretty good.
We're also joined by Mr. Ryan Holes. How are you, sir?
I'm good.
Good. Excellent. What movie do we have you watch this week?
Fast food.
Fast Food.
Oh, yeah.
This is from 1989. I'm surprised I found this one, actually. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube, by the way. Yeah, with a lot of these kind of really obscure, bad 80s movies, I always check YouTube first.
Right.
And a lot of them are right there on YouTube. This is directed by Michael A. Simpson. I have a synopsis here. What would happen if a sex drug ended up in the secret sauce of a new burger joint?
What would happen?
Stars Jim Varney. And I think Tracy Lords, the porn star, right?
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about Fast Food?
Well, the first thing I'd say is, when you said it was on YouTube, I know that beforehand, but you could totally tell because the first, I'd say, 10 minutes, you can't distinguish between the audio and the audio of them talking and the audio of the background noise in the movie. And I have two different surround sound systems, and I tried it on both of them, thinking it was some error I had. But sure enough, you couldn't hear audio either. You could hear a bunch of noise, but you couldn't hear them talking. So anyway, from the point I understood until the end of the movie, it turns out like it also, I should say, it seemed a lot older to me than 1989. And it also kind of felt like Best Times at Ridgemont High, only way more terrible. Okay, so there's this group of kids that are in college, and they've all been there numerous years, like more than 4, and it opens up with them having a party, and that kind of felt like an older, crappier version of PCU. But they have this party, and the dean calls them in the next day and tells them that he is somehow forcing their graduation, and it's happening immediately. So one day they're college graduates, and they have a friend who is a girl, and she owns a mom and pop gas stop shop.
Mom and pop gas stop shop.
Yeah. And her dad has apparently given it to her before he passed away. And it started to go down the toilet. And she started to lose all kinds of money. So they get the idea of turning the gas stop into a burger joint. And it was Jim Varney. He's the head of an opposing burger place, and he is also trying to slowly buy their property and add it to his own burger place. And at one point, I have to say this, and you'll pretty much have to watch a movie to understand. But this part really made me laugh out loud. There's a part where Jim Barney is talking to his assistant, and I forget what they're talking about, but he goes, "Hold on, wait till my core is done," because he has a horse machine, like one of those little toy horse machines for little kids.
Yeah.
But it's in his office, and he just rides it over and over. And it's his weird shit and giggles. But anyway, these kids also have a scientist friend who tries to taste Bernie's secret sauce and chemically figure out what all the ingredients are. And they end up figuring it out. And they try to make their own and put the sauce in the hamburger. And I have no idea how much they're selling for. But at one point, the girl says our total is $5 and like 43 cents. And somebody says something there, and she says, "No, that's not for the day, that's for the week." I'm pretty sure if your business made $5 a week,
not even,
you would probably immediately close it. And also, how would you A, pay the place? B, how would you buy all the food that you're serving? None of it makes sense. But anyway, they make the secret sauce. Doesn't work, so they go back to the drawing board. They make a secret sauce, and the little scientist guy, he also has a vial of, they don't really call it anything, but it's like, it's kind of like alcohol, but it doesn't make you drunk. It just takes away all your sexual inhibitions. So you're willing to do whatever you want. Whatever you want to do is amplified by this. And this guy takes that vial and mixes the entire thing into one vat of secret sauce, and they top the burgers with that, and they provide food for us. We're at the party, and the main girl ends up hooking up with the main guy, and to another random guy, girl hook up, and another random guy, girl hook up. So they're all beside themselves, this is working. And over the next few days, it translates into more business. And the FDA all of a sudden comes to investigate them because they're allegedly putting drugs on top of the consumer's food and not telling them. And obviously, that's illegal. And the girl says she has no idea what they're talking about. And the guy says, "Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. In fact, I had to put your gas station up for collateral and taking a loan to start this business, so they can easily take away your gas station, and you don't know anything about it." So they go to court, and ends up getting thrown out. All this stuff ends up getting thrown out, and Jim Barney gets mouthy in the middle of the courtroom, and they get off scot-free. And they end up getting together, and the movie's over.
Do they live happily ever after?
I'm guessing.
All right.
Because they kiss at the end of the movie.
All right.
There you go. That's a good sign.
So what did you think of this fast food movie?
I was kind of bored. I mean, it wasn't my favorite movie ever, but I enjoyed it.
Oh, you enjoyed it. Okay. It sounds like kind of a tame version of an 80s teen sex romp.
Yeah.
It was very 80s. It felt very 80s. And the thing about the sex romp, from what I heard, there is no swearing in the movie. And there is no nudity in the movie. So the fact that it's rated PG-13, that also baffles me.
Well, it's probably just like suggestive themes. I mean, it is about a sex drug that gets put into burgers and makes people have sex with each other.
Yeah. I thought maybe in the first 10 minutes or so, they may have said things that I didn't hear.
Just rattled off a bunch of swears when you weren't paying attention.
Correct.
Okay, so, I mean, from what you were telling me, it sounds like this is kind of a slog. It sounds kind of boring to me. Was it boring at all, or?
No, like, kooky shit happens all the time.
Did you just say kooky shit happens all the time?
Yeah.
That might be the greatest thing you've ever said.
So it's so madcap that you enjoyed it because of that. It's just...
There's never a dull moment. Well, there's a couple of dull moments, but for the most part, they're dull.
Man, you're really selling this movie to me. There's never a dull moment.
I like that he didn't even get to the end of that sentence.
If you watch it, it's like the epitome of an 80s movie.
I'm all about movies that epitomize the 80s.
Just think of what the fuck was that man said?
Fast Times?
Yeah. Think of that, only not as well written.
Okay. Right.
So a poor man's Fast Times at Ridgemount High, starring Ernest P. Worrell.
I'm right there with
and the maid girl is Melanie Griffith's half sister.
Tracy Griffith?
Yeah.
For real? How about that?
I thought about that. As I hear her talk, she sounds almost exactly like Melanie Griffith. So I looked up and
you investigated
her.
No, she was in Sleepaway Camp 3. Teenage Wasteland. That was not a very good entry in the Sleepaway Camp series, but enjoyably 80s nonetheless.
On IMDb, that's her number one movie.
I don't think she's... No, I know she's not the main person, because I think that Pamela Springsteen, Bruce Springsteen's daughter, is the main person in that.
What? There's so many crazy people in this.
Well, I'm talking about Sleepaway Camp 3.
Yeah,
Sleepaway Camp 3 stars Pamela Springsteen, Bruce Springsteen's daughter.
And Pamela Springsteen is in fast food. Oh,
she is?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Did not know that.
That's what I mean. You got Jim Varney, you got Tracy Lords, you got Pamela Springsteen.
Oh, well, it's the same director. Michael A. Simpson. He did Sleepaway Camp 3 as well.
You got Blake Clark, Tracy Griffith. Man, how about that?
That's pretty cool. So Michael A. Simpson, he did Sleepaway Camp 3, Teenage Wasteland. He did Sleepaway Camp 2, Unhappy Campers. And in between that, he did Fast Food. He also did a movie in 1987 called Funland.
Oh, yeah.
And then his debut, his feature debut, was in 1985, a film called Impure Thoughts.
Wait a second here. Who is...
Are we uncovering something here?
No, because I opened up Funland, right? And at the very top, it says, from the creator of Third Rock from the Sun and That 70s Show, Funland. So I was trying to see if Michael A. Simpson was the creator of those two, but it does not seem to be that. But that's just that's a bizarre thing to have a movie, Funland, from 1987.
The creator of Third Rock from the Sun and That 70s Show is referencing Bonnie Turner.
Okay.
She wrote Funland, and she was also the writer of That 70s Show, That 80s Show, and Third Rock from the Sun, among many others.
That 80s Show.
She was a writer on SNL. That 80s Show. Do you remember that? That lasted... I don't even know if it was a whole season on that one.
This show is fucking terrible.
Yeah. Yeah, that one did not work.
No.
I want to talk about Jim Varney, because we've never talked about him on this show.
Why?
Why do I want to talk about him, or why haven't we?
I'm kind of surprised we haven't talked about Jim Varney before.
I don't know. I think it's only a matter of time before Ryan gets an Ernest movie to watch.
Yeah, I actually found, like, while we were discussing this one, I'm kind of like searching through everything, and I did find an Ernest movie I think that he needs to see.
Is it Ernest Goes to Splash Mountain?
It is not.
What?
It is.
Yeah, that's one I never even heard of.
Is that a real thing?
It is a real thing. It was a TV movie.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. No, this one is called Dr. Otto and the Riddle of the Gloom Beam.
Dr. Otto and the Riddle of the Gloom Beam.
But it doesn't look... It's weird because the cover of it makes it look like it's an Ernest movie. But I don't think it's necessarily an Ernest movie.
It just says Jim Varney Ernest as Dr. Otto.
But it's clearly a picture of him as Ernest. But I think they're just trying to sell it.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think that he actually plays Ernest in this.
No.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he does.
Ernest P. Worrell right there. He plays Dr. Otto, Rudd Hardtack, Laughin' Jack, Guy Dandy, Auntie Nelda, and Ernest P. Worrell.
Yeah, I mean, he plays a guy that grows a hand out of the top of his head and tries to destroy the world.
So it's like Nutty Professor.
Yeah, he plays anything.
That was like a typical Ernest thing. Like, if you remember any of those Ernest movies, he always played multiple characters.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know about this one, though.
This one seems really weird, especially because you're right, though. Like, on the cover, the Ernest, the picture of him as Ernest doesn't really fit with the pictures behind it.
Yeah. And there's a character called Slave Willie.
Slave Willie?
Yeah, I don't know about this. I think this
is one of those racist as fuck.
This sounds like an Ernest movie that got buried.
Yeah, we gotta seek this one out. This is a must see.
Man,
were you guys Ernest fans? I was a huge Ernest fan as a kid.
I was.
Oh my god, I loved Ernest.
I don't think I was.
Never an Ernest fan?
No, I don't think I've ever seen like a full Ernest movie.
It was Ernest Goes to Camp that did it for me. That was the one that I just...
Wasn't it the kid from Karate Kid in there?
The kid from Karate Kid?
No, not Ralph, but the bad kid.
Maybe.
I can't think of his name. The Cobra Kai kid.
No, I know who you're talking about. I don't remember if he was in Ernest Goes to Camp. Great movie, though. I have a feeling that one probably does not hold up whatsoever, but I still want to watch it. Ernest Goes to Jail, also a classic. Ernest Saves Christmas, that was pretty great, too.
What about Slam Dunk Ernest?
Nah, that was garbage.
Yeah.
What?
That one was
this
garbage.
One sounds awesome.
You need to have Ernest Goes to in the title.
I think everything after Ernest Scared Stupid... That was all pretty... That was like when it went really downhill.
No.
I gotta say, the cover for Slam Dunk Ernest is incredible. Because the tagline is Showtime Fun. It's Showtime Fun when Ernest teams up with NBA All-Star Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is under the basket in a suit and a turtleneck with his arms crossed, just looking up as Ernest slam dunks of basketball.
Honestly,
Yeah. See, so like Ernest Scared Stupid, that was in the theater, but I'm pretty sure that I think Ernest Rides Again was in the theater too. But I feel like most of the other ones after that were straight to video.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Especially Slam Dunk Ernest.
Yeah, that one was definitely straight to video. I remember being really disappointed in Ernest Rides Again. That was a pretty bad one, but the other ones were pretty enjoyable, I thought. At least as a kid they were. It's so weird, like, because he started out as an advertising mascot, right? He was the Green's ice cream mascot.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they did. I'm pretty sure that's where he was introduced, was Green's ice cream commercials. Introduced him as Ernest, and the commercials were like so successful that they ended up spinning the character off and doing like the movies.
Huh.
And he had like a TV show and everything. Ernest was huge, man. He ruled the world there in the
that was
mid to late 80s and early 90s.
It was an odd time.
I know, it's so weird to think about. And the movies were so freaking batshit too. Like in Ernest Goes to Jail, I remember at the end he gets struck by lightning and he gets like lightning powers. He can shoot lightning from his hands.
I know what you're saying. I remember that too.
It's oh my god. Know what I mean, Vern? Who the hell was Vern? I don't understand that. I can't remember who Vern was.
That little.
Was it his roommate?
It was his friend.
Yeah.
I know you never saw him. If I remember correctly, the scenes with Vern, like you saw through Vern's eyes. It was like a POV thing.
Yeah.
I think that's how it was. Yeah.
Oh man, I have to do it. I have to rewatch some of these Ernest movies, or at least one of them. I'll probably have my fill after one.
You're gonna run your childhood.
That's okay. It's already been ruined multiple times over at this point. One more's not gonna hurt.
Who cares?
All right. Final thoughts on fast food before you give your drum roll?
No.
All right, Ryan. What do you give fast food?
5.
5 out of 10. This is a surprising one. I really. First of all, I'm surprised that you only gave it a 5 because it seemed like you're really into it.
I was, but like I said, it wasn't very. It's like an Oscar movie. I just enjoyed it.
If you enjoyed it though, you'd think it would be higher than a 5.
I wonder what does an Oscar movie get?
Is
that a 10?
7.5.
9. An Oscar movie gets a 9. A movie that you enjoy gets a 5. Like 6 to 8.
Better movies, like 6 to 8.
6 to 8. What's that? Just movies that you love?
Yeah,
you don't necessarily think that they should win awards, but you just love them.
It's the movies I would watch over and over again.
Okay. So rewatchability. That's important.
So
that's a big thing.
So like Transformers 1, Butterfly Effect.
Jurassic Park. Yes. Pineapple Express, Superman.
Gotcha.
All those movies I watched like 9,000 times.
Damn.
Solid. Nice. All right, so let's talk about, you know what? I don't know if we actually said what this was in honor of, did we?
No, we did not.
No, we didn't.
Mm.
Listeners, see if you can guess in the next 10 seconds what this is in honor of. Time's up. It's National Double Cheeseburger Day.
Oh, God.
National Double Cheeseburger Day.
I feel like that should be celebrated more in New York County.
I feel like National Double Cheeseburger Day should just be like
every day.
Every day.
Yeah, I mean, come on. What are your guys' thoughts on national, or not national, but just double cheeseburgers as a whole?
Well, I prefer the National Double Cheeseburgers over the regular ones, but I think they're both pretty good.
I fucking love them.
fan of the double cheeseburger?
I like Burger King, I like Wendy's, I like McDonald's.
Well,
I
I like that nowadays it seems as though double cheeseburger is the default.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is no
I
cheeseburger.
also like that.
I mean, I understood that like when a double cheeseburger came out because you had like the McDonald's patty was like 3 stacks of paper. That's it. But it's just that. But the other thing is, I don't know if I've ever seen just a double hamburger. Wonder why that's never really caught on.
That is true. I've never seen that either.
Just double hamburger.
Double hamburger. Can I have a double hamburger, please? Like
I
you
guess
never hear that. Like
yeah.
I don't even know if I've ever heard.
I'm gonna ask
term.
that next time I get fast food.
And I wonder if the reasoning is because you have to have the cheese between the 2 burgers. It's kind of like as an adhesive.
Maybe. Or maybe it's just a divider. Because really, if you have just 2 burgers, they're just going to mesh into like one giant slab of meat.
True. You could put bacon in between them, though.
Plus the top cheese, that's like a barrier for the lettuce and all that.
True.
Like
True.
the moisture.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I don't know why you'd ever eat a burger without the cheese anyway. So I think it's all pretty moot.
That's true. And if you have a choice between 1 piece of cheese or 2 pieces of cheese and 2 burgers, you're obviously going to go with the second.
Exactly.
And then if you live in York County, you're going to put that in a sub roll.
Yep. You have no idea. You have no idea the lengths that I've gone through to find cheeseburger subs here in New York. There are a few places that have them.
It'll do it.
You have to look for like cheeseburger hoagies.
I doubt it's the same thing. Though.
It's
because you're getting a hoagie roll, aren't you? You're not getting that bullet sub roll.
Right. Exactly. Yes, that's correct. Now, I should also mention, since we're on it, Burger King actually has a cheeseburger sub style sandwich.
Oh yeah,
and it's like pretty much just a legit cheeseburger sub. I mean, it's still like fast food, like it's still kind of garbage, but it's pretty legit.
Okay.
I can't remember they call it the long burger or something like that.
Yes.
It's got like a really dumb name.
Wow.
Do you guys have is there a favorite type of cheeseburger you like? Just traditional? And Ryan, I know you like just plain cheeseburger, nothing on it.
Correct.
Oh God.
Do you have a preference, Kevin?
I do love that this actually does kind of tie into movies, because what did we always do? McDonald's.
Yep.
2 cheeseburgers and fries. All the time. If we rented a movie, we would stop at that Mickey D's, get 2 cheeseburgers and fries, sit on the floor, unwrap those suckers while the trailers were rolling.
Devour them along with some cinema.
That's right. That's what movies are made for. Go hand in hand.
To this day, I still do that, where I'll get food and I'll have a movie lined up and I'll wait.
Oh yeah.
I'll if I order food and I have a movie to watch, like I'll wait till the food gets there to put on my movie.
Yeah.
So it's something that I live by.
It sounded stuck with you. Yeah, it does sound like a really Adam
I feel like
to do.
the meal and the movie is just. That's why I love going to places like the Alamo Draft House, because you can get like an actual meal there.
Because they're fucking delicious food.
Oh yeah, I mean, plus they have really good food. So, all right, so that's National Cheeseburger Day. Do you have the thing pulled up there? Sorry, what did I say? Just National Cheeseburger Day?
Yeah.
Do you have the thing pulled up there, Kevin?
I don't.
I have it.
Like the history of it?
Yep. One of America's favorites, National Double Cheeseburger Day, is observed annually on September 15th. So this is actually, since we skipped a week, this is actually going to be last week was National Double Cheeseburger Day.
But it's actually the day which I wish I knew. I would have had a double cheeseburger before we.
Well, I'm going to order one as soon as we're done here. When one beef patty with cheese tastes so amazing, the only thing left to do is double it and give it a day to celebrate.
Oh, man.
Whether it's grilled on the patio or enjoyed at the local burger joint, National Double Cheeseburger Day is the day to have one. How to observe. Grab a double cheeseburger and use hashtag Double Cheeseburger Day to post on social media.
Fuck.
Hold up.
I wish I would have known that. I would have tweeted this shit.
Oh, I'm checking Twitter right now, man.
Yeah, see if anybody's actually doing this. So the history behind National Double Cheeseburger Day. Within our research, we were unable to determine the origin of National Double Cheeseburger Day, and that's it. That's all it says. So it's a mystery.
First, the top tweet is, it's Double Cheeseburger Day, but we can't stop thinking about these triple patty cheeseburgers. So they're trying to one-up Double Cheeseburger Day. So instead of the number one tweet, instead of being a double cheeseburger, is a triple cheeseburger.
I don't like that.
I know that's rude. And it looks like shit.
Boo, triple cheeseburger.
The triple cheeseburger?
It's like a super thick patty, right? Ridiculously thick.
I see. Yeah, I'm watching the video.
And then it's like a Martin's potato roll. Like, give me a break.
You know, I hate it because I always see these videos popping up of these crazy burgers that have like shit inside of them and all this stuff, and it's like, how am I going to eat that? It's just a mess. It's just like it's a disgusting mess.
That's not even a Martin's potato roll. That's just like a giant brand. Fucking terrible. I'm pissed.
I mean, this is a place in New York. There's a lot of really great burger joints in New York, though. I will say that there's a lot of really amazing burger joints in New York.
I'm sure there is.
I
would hope so.
I miss the my burger place on St. Mark's that had the sliders. Did we go there with you, Kevin? Did we take you there?
I think so.
They used Martin's potato rolls, like the small ones.
Yeah, because those shits are awesome.
Oh yeah.
Twitter doesn't know shit about Martin.
I mean, there's a lot of places here in the city that actually do use, if not Martin's, but like potato rolls in general. Yeah. But a lot of places use like actual Martin's potato rolls.
All right, so is that a regional thing?
Well, Martin's potato rolls are regional, yes.
But like those wire cheaper.
There's not a lot of because potato rolls can be used for more than just burgers.
No, I'm saying cheaper subs. Why don't people in New York, where they're coming as they're here, but potato rolls are.
There's just not a lot of I don't know. There's just not a lot of places that have such a thing. Most of the places that I've found outside of York that have something that's similar to a cheeseburger sub is always like Italian places that have subs also, and it's never the same. It's never even close.
No.
So, oh my God, I'm looking at. All right, I gotta stop looking at this hashtag. Yeah, Holy crap!
Let's get this.
I'm so hungry now.
Just put an end to this. Put an end to this show. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, Ryan. Any final thoughts on National Double Cheeseburger Day or fast food from 1989?
Nope.
Okay. I think that's going to do it for this week. Thank you so much for listening. You can send us your questions and topics to podcast@filmpulse.net. You can follow us on Twitter @FilmPulseNet, @FilmPulseKevin, and @MyLegsDon'tWork. And if you have a minute, take a look at our Patreon page, patreon.com/FilmPulse. Consider helping us out by becoming a subscriber. For Kevin Rakestraw and Ryan Holes, my name's Adam Patterson. We'll see you next week.
See you later.